on something. Islam?
Islam.
How we gonna use it to get rid of inconstancy, instability, insufficiency of knowledge, and misery? How do we do that? Okay. Carpenter, right?
Mm-hmm.
A spiritual mentor who help us build, reconstruct, and alter the thoughts, lessons, and philosophies that are the building material of our inner temple. Islam?
Islam.
Tools. We can talk about it from a physical perspective, can't we?
Mm-hmm.
Let's deal with it from another perspective. This signifies the spiritual tools, which are non-material and are used to effect change within self. The approach has it that each tool has three parts. One, description, an overview of the tools, and when it is best used. Two, principles, a list of principles behind the tools. Three, action, suggests a practical program of action to affect attitudes or awareness toward greater equality of life. Islam?
Islam.
All right? We're going to soak on that for a minute. Islam? Once you write these things down so you can take them back and you can contemplate these things. Islam?
No. Islam.
Workshop of the mind. The workshop of the mind signifies investigate. His or her thinking, learning, and understanding one's character through metaphysics.
Mm-hmm.
Islam?
Islam.
Did you get it?
Islam.
Repeat that.
Workshop of the mind. The workshop of the mind signifies to investigate his or her thinking, learning, and understanding one's character through metaphysics. Islam?
Islam.
Now let's deal with the tools from a dual perspective. Islam?
Islam.
You know, not physical. Numerology, symbolic meaning of the tools. Did you hear what I just said? Numerology, symbolic meaning of the tools. Of the mind. Let's deal with the square first, right? Because we're talking about getting ourselves together and using the square on the celestial plane, right?
Islam.
Because this is a thought movement. You do know this is a thought. Thought is the cause of it all. So we are transcending ourselves to control our thought and bringing things into existence that works for us and that don't damage our purpose of being here. Islam?
Islam.
The square. Spiritual insight. Compassionate. Brotherly love. A loving corporate quality.
Islam.
Add pause. Reserve. And desire for study, perfection. 9 represent humanity, symbolic, the square as the expression of the 4 parts of man. Psychologically, let's hear that right. Its form give the impression of firmness and stability, and this explains its frequency used in symbolic of organization and construction. Islam?
Islam.
That was the square.
Foundation.
The compass. Islam?
Islam.
Adaptable. Clever. Alert. Desire for freedom. To explore and enjoy life. 5 represent the 5 sense symbolic, emblematic representation of the acts of creation found in allegories of geometry, architecture, and quality. Islam?
Islam.
It also symbolized the power of measurement. Talking about the compass, right?
Islam.
I'm gonna hold right there because I see something that I don't want. I think it is. I see something I can use. You ain't finna get that. I don't mean that in no disrespectful way. That's something I don't think I should be saying right there, but I'm good right here.
Most definitely
cross the
5'9".
It will. Alright, we talking about compass, right?
Yeah.
A researcher that you which describe the boundaries that you have set to study. You know, that's kind of deep. There are boundaries to the particular subject that you have before you.
Islam.
And just think, going out of that red, that white, and that blue that's on your Quran, that's in that square. Energy, representing red, you know, we can go through this some other time. But I want you to focus on the manifestation. Because in your hands is a miracle, right?
No,
I mean, you can touch these things and bring them into fruition, right?
Islam.
But thy doubts are from thy own raising. Like I'm talking, and things in your mind may say, you can't do that. That's what you want to say. Who are you?
That's right. That's right.
I don't care if nobody call you crazy. You ain't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. If you get a thought like that in your mind, you gonna say, who are you?
Facts.
I know what I can do. You do it. If your mama tell you to do something, you do it. It's gonna fade right away because it's a shadow.
Islam.
You can only encompass the carnal self. You can only copy a desire which comes from the body. You can defeat it at will. Islam? But you have to raise your thoughts. You can't do this on a low plane. You have to raise your thoughts to infinite wisdom.
Right.
Islam.
Because if you raise your thoughts to infinite wisdom, because it's speaking out from the highest planes.
Right.
And the highest planes are organic,
Islam.
with different gases and level of consciousness. If you know how to travel, Islam. More science is deep, man. Don't let nobody tell you that more science. Just some stuff you just read and repeat. We can take one question in the one-on-one. We be here all day.
That's right.
Oh, who made you?
That's right.
Don't you let nobody talk about, oh, well, I'm past that teaching you. You need to pass it on out of here. Islam. Because the things we see are but reflex. That's appearing. All right, look. So I'm still on the compass that you wish to describe the boundaries that you have set to study. This is the place to explain the things that you are not doing and why you have chosen not to do them. Compass, point in symbolic, are east within spiritual, west without expression, north above in intellect, south below physical, wise, silent, science fiction, thinking deeply about things. And now what it's saying is that as there is direction on the outwardly you, there are directions on the inwardly you.
No.
And you got to travel the same way. You might be going the wrong direction, Mo. In your mind. You have to travel within here like you. If you got a car, you just got here, right? Didn't your mind bring you here? Didn't you follow the instruction of your mind? So that's the same way it happens. Take place with you unfolding your life into a marvelous present.
That's it.
A lot of people get a little loud. No. Expression. North above intellect, south below physical. Okay. I'm going to hold right there, right? Hammer. You know, it said take the hammer, you pound on until it becomes a part of every other part.
That's right.
Here's a deeper measure. Here, it ain't just like pounding on something. You got to do by degrees. Accurate. Continuous. Organized. Patient. Prudent. Practical. Serious. Studious. Law. Symbolic. Hammer is essentially a masculine force. And when striking or crushing, it represents justice. The hammer is not only a tool, it represents might. They use it for destruction, protection, and fertilization. But it also symbolizes immortality.
Islam.
Islam.
Islam. Islam.
Okay.
number?
Okay.
What number, Grandman?
Huh?
What number?
I can't hear you.
No. What number does that correspond to?
So the hammer?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean no?
You called out square. You said 9. Compass. You said
No,
5.
I don't think I meant to call out
Oh, okay.
numbers because they're not numbered here. It's not.
Right. I draw
So
it.
I probably was on this side
All
right
right.
here when I was explaining something, and there's not numbers here, so I don't know.
That's wrong.
Maybe I just heard it now, so it'd be like that. Hammer. I read that one, right? Plain. Enthusiasm. Just I know. The one in the lesson. Yeah, enthusiasm. So how you gonna smooth something out? You're angry. When you're angry, things are rough.
That's right.
That's enthusiasm. Right? Plain, enthusiasm, expressive. I kind of got a problem here. Optimism. No, I don't. Symbolic. Plain has a special status of a clear thinking level, as in the terms level-headed. Islam?
Islam.
A level-headed person, which means one who can think positive. Symbol of one who to smooth, level off, wipe away, erase their negative thoughts. Islam?
Islam.
Chisel. Behind stand for spiritual power. They represent the positive, negative, masculine, feminine, active passion force. By walking between the two of them, we bring a sense of balance into our lives. 11 is the psyche, master, creative, dignified, high idea, inspired, quiet, reserved teacher. Okay, we're gonna hold right there. I was able to put that in the public. Islam?
Islam.
I'm told to stop. Islam?
Islam.
What I can read and what I can't read. I'm talking about in my book. Islam?
Islam.
Book for Sunday school. Go ahead.
Can you read chisel for me again?
Chisel. Behind the number 11 stands for spiritual power. They represent the positive. It's a hyphen there. Negative. Masculine. There's a hyphen there between masculine and feminine. Active. There's a hyphen there between active and passive. Force. No. Active, passive, force. Active, with a hyphen, passive, force, with the hyphen. That's by walking between the two of them, we bring a sense of balance into our lives. 11 is the psyche, master, creative, dignified, high idea, inspired, quite reserved, teacher. Wants to uplift people. As a whole, not necessarily individually. In other words, this person has no problem teaching large group.
Islam.
He's not so much inspired by one person. Islam?
Islam.
He's not greedy. He don't want you to think that I got this and you ain't gonna get none. He can't wait. There's no way he could have been a Mason because he can't hold a secret for a minute. Islam? Because he understands the thoughts of Allah can't be circumscribed. Islam?
Islam.
He know that. Know what I'm saying? He know that the thoughts of Allah can't be circumscribed. And he know not to love it for himself, but the good it may be up to others. Islam?
Islam.
You know, that's why when we see a Mason and he asks you, brother, because you ain't fast, he gonna ask you, brother, you a brother? I say, I'm a revealer of the light, not a concealer.
That's right. Islam.
And I know who's in the casket. You. And how could you be accepted and free? Nobody knows you. You have no nationality. So how you free and accepted?
Wow.
You're the painted Negro with geometry in the middle of your head. You're a measurement for red lines.
Islam.
I'll work you over, man.
Dang.
Be careful, man.
Islam.
I got we doing it a polite way too. We don't mean no harm.
Yes,
you know.
sir.
And there's some more like some more like he should have been that shouldn't be demonstrating like that. Some of you Moors are the most phoniest Moors I've ever seen in my entire life. Come on, man, stop it, man. Have courage enough for truth, man.
That's right.
But then the prophet did say if you represent with the highest intelligence. That don't mean being like a Moorish Negro.
That's right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get the tack on or something. All right, line. Like the line, L-I-N-E, knows the 22. Yeah, I'm explaining these numbers. The 22 knows how to unite. Line knows how to unite the inspirational idea with the physical manifestation. Knows how to unite the inspirational idea with the physical manifestation. In other words, what feels good to you, what you really can accomplish, you can bring it
That's
and
right.
be inspired by it.
Islam.
Islam.
You know what I'm saying? Motivated. Islam, the master architect, master of the accomplishment. That's what the line is. A very capable leader, dynamic, organizer, practical, symbolic. The line, divide, measure, and bind a straight line is infinite. Act 7, right? Keeping what?
Keep in line.
All necessities. With all necessities.
Because you keep in line, you bind a straight line. That makes it infinite.
Islam.
So if you don't attend your meeting and pay your dues, you out of court. Islam?
Islam.
You got to do what the prophet say. And one be thinking that the Grand Sheik he made that up.
Mm-mm.
And if you can't be afraid to let your members know what is required of each and every one. And if they fail to comply with the rules in regard to the Branchmore Science Temple of America, you would have to ask them to go leave. You have to
Islam.
go somewhere else. We don't do that here. This is the temple. I look for leaders. I don't look for followers. Islam? And if
Islam.
you come in here for power, you will not have it. It's
Islam.
already set up through the prophet. Islam?
Islam.
Islam.
And he appoint who he believes. Islam?
Islam.
So I'm just saying, but if you coming in here to gain some wisdom and knowledge so you can leave out here and set them flags up and open up a temple because every creature got a teacher. Islam?
Islam.
If you here for that reason to learn and love and build and help, then you're at the right place.
Islam.
But if you here for anything else, it ain't gonna work, man.
Islam.
If you here to argue, you ain't gonna argue with me, I'm gonna walk back. Yeah. Every Mo here knows you can't even talk to him. If it ain't the problem, he gonna look at it. No, I don't talk about stuff like that. I'm gonna put y'all on the chairman now.
Ashhadu anna.
I was the secretary.
Islam.
I just don't indulge in conversation and me being the Harafat trying to teach you, and you can use me as an excuse and say, I talked to the Grand Sheik about it, so if I was able to talk to the Grand Sheik about it, I'd be able to talk to you about it. No, you wasn't. He kept me in who made me.
Islam.
So you stay away from me, so I keep asking you who made you until you tell me who. Islam?
Islam.
You know, because man's not the body nor the soul. Islam?
Islam.
Spirit.
Spirit. That's right.
So if he's conscious, intelligent, propelling himself throughout the ages and trying to be the image and likeness of God in whom he say he worship, they should do some God things.
Islam.
Like change the character for instance.
Islam.
Change the attitude, for instance.
That's
Islam.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bring your woman to the temple.
Islam.
How men ain't supposed to be in no temple. Get a woman
Islam.
there. You can't get no woman.
Right.
Bring the children.
Being honest, man. I mean, where your woman at? I mean, I'm not disrespecting nobody, but I don't talk like this. I'm not saying what my prophet said.
Islam.
Islam.
The prophet demonstrated some sheiks back then. If you didn't go get married, you couldn't be a sheik.
Islam.
It's in the paper. Read it. You can't sit up here without a woman.
Better say it.
Gotta have one, man. Can't nobody like you. That's super bad, man. Everybody looking at you in the temple. Everybody inviting the woman over to dinner. You come by yourself. Might make us start thinking. You know how moves is. More get distracted, they shaking their feet. Just to stop my brother, they'll start saying, no, name of. Look, you don't even know me until you see it. When you see it, forget it now. You ain't see it. That's I'm suggesting that's walking through your brains. Islam.
Islam.
But
Islam.
still, you know. And if you don't know what to say to a sister, maybe we need to get some classes.
No.
We got some guys that used to be
Islam.
They probably could record some things for you.
Islam.
But the problem is, you say your eyes is like that. Kisses of your mouth are sweeter than honey. You know what I say that?
Islam.
She gonna tell you lying. You ain't never bought no honey. You're watching our sisters into this now. Well, we're gonna go into I'm gonna teach the Sunday school and tell convention. Islam, that's all right?
Islam.
I want to get something over, but you have to study one-on-ones. Nothing I say supersedes the teaching of the prophet. Islam, you know, prophet literature is first. Anything I say is third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, down the road. Islam. But know what Ali is your prophet.
Islam.
He's Allah's prophet.
Islam.
May the peace and blessing of Allah be upon you. He came to bring me and you out of darkness into the marvelous light, and we need to be strong about that. Islam. And don't be afraid to tell us. Look. It's my side, Chef. Look. Don't be afraid to go home and tell your mama and your man, look, I found some gold.
No, bro.
You don't think you tell me, where's that, man? You gonna bust over the Korean on it.
Islam.
That ain't no where's gold to me.
That's right.
I'm gonna tell you something. People that have gold, they don't like it. They don't be around people that don't want no gold.
Right.
That's it.
We got to have enough. Talk to the brothers. Why would you continue to perpetuate a life and mismanage a sister that you know is not going to come any more assigned to a romantic? I know it hurt. I don't care what nobody says. What about the babies? You still take care of your children. You can buy little Billy clothes and little athletes. They're going to be on your phone all the time like they don't mind. Islam? You know what I'm saying? All the time. But you got to be an example to it. I be unjust to you if I stay here and be a free Moorish American, my nationality, and allow you to perpetuate Negro, black, and color.
Wow. Islam.
What would I be handing my children?
Right.
We're going to be battling. You want them to stay black, I want them to proclaim their nationality.
Right.
I want them to believe in the oneness of God in them. You want them to believe in the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Islam.
you gotta make up your mind. I mean, it's gotta be a battle somewhere down the line. Sister, I love you and I love my children. You know what I'm saying? But if you can prove to me that more science is not good for us, then I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, this is salvation.
That's it. Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? For me, you and my children and generation to come.
That's right, brother.
You know?
That's right.
So I'm talking to the brothers right now. We gotta be a little bit stronger.
Yes, sir.
Because signs symbols for the conscious.
Uh-oh.
Islam.
When you're walking in here and you ain't got no woman with you, something wrong. Because I know you got one at home.
Islam.
Oh, so, well, look, I'm saying this. And I'm just being honest a little more.
Islam.
Islam.
No, just being funny. Just say, look, in my life, it's not golden nugget. I've been down the road of fire and hell.
Islam.
And I'm not trying to tell nobody to do nothing that ain't. Look, don't tolerate it. Sisters don't tolerate it. You a Mobitis, you ain't got no business being nobody talking they black.
That's it.
If you're a Mobitis and you stand on your love, true peace, freedom, and justice, you're looking for a Moab. Stop talking about the Moors. Stop talking about the men in the temple when you don't take enough time to nurture him.
Islam.
Mobitis,
Teach.
when the Moors in the temple are not right. How they not right?
That's right.
Because they don't allow you to love them like a black woman?
That's it. Teach.
Let me say it again. Because they don't allow you to love them like a black woman.
That's it.
You want a Moab, but you want to still love them like a black woman. Ooh. That means the way you was doing things before you became conscious as a Moorish American, you still want to interject that in your relationship with a Moab.
Yes. Right.
Teach.
That's the truth. Islam.
Hey, I can only name two of the sisters because you didn't want to do that. You say Moors ain't right. You say the men's in the temple ain't right. Put it on the table how they ain't right. And then put it on the table how you right.
I said 2 years.
Why you gonna go outside of the temple after the prophet taught you your nationality, that you're not Negro, blacks, and color, that you keep your heart and mind pure with love? You don't mix your blood like that.
Ooh.
We don't prefer stranger for thy own blood when you look like us, but it ain't your blood.
That's right.
I'm conscious. I'm a Moorish American Muslim.
No.
I mean, we might want, well, brother. No, most of you want to have a relationship like out there, but you want to be Moorish American. It don't work like that. It's confusion. Prophet said, take her to that civil wife and obey the ordinance of Allah. The ordinance are the rules of Allah.
Islam.
Take her to that civil wife and become a faithful member of society.
That's right. Islam.
And he tells the sister to give him a fair daughter of love.
Islam.
You know you're not there just for his passion,
Right.
but you assist him in eternal life. So if you see a Moor in the temple, assist him in eternal life. That's what the instruction tell you.
That's right.
Not that the Moor ain't right. Man, you know brothers in the temple, you want them cool brothers, they're going to mislead you. You still got that nigga juice. You still like nigga juice.
Islam.
I'm just gonna give it to you raw. You still like nigga juice.
Islam.
I ain't call it dirty mo juice. I ain't such thing as dirty mo juice. That dried out. You like nigga juice. You still like being with brothers or sisters that still talk crazy, or brothers that don't have no principles. Oh, you got a good job. You have cash. You look good. But he ain't going to nobody's temple. And don't bring that to me. You do you and I do me. That ain't no relationship.
Right.
That ain't no love.
Right.
Especially for more bodies in the Moab.
Islam.
They don't give me say it, but I can say it.
Islam.
I'm free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last.
Islam.
I got a Moabite. A strong one, too.
Praise Allah.
A very real one. I'm not really too high.
Islam.
I'm not saying that we don't have things to work on.
Right.
But the fix is there. I'm solved.
Islam.
So I can come in like a whirlwind on you.
Islam.
You better bring you more bodies up here. Hey. Raise your hands up in the air like you just don't care. I mean like you care. The kid you better looked out for you. Put your hands in there, bro. Look at that brother back there smiling. Got him more bites.
Praise Allah.
Yeah, praise Allah.
You didn't have to go get no hard clay and work it where it started falling off. You got to wait clay.
Islam.
Islam.
Read a woman. A woman that read a book.
That's right.
A woman that don't argue all day.
Islam. You don't have no problem too.
Man, just be mad.
Wow.
Hot flash, cold flash.
Islam.
Just upset just to be upset. And lying brothers.
That is Grandman.
Stop lying to that sister.
Islam.
I'm talking about you, us.
Right, brother.
Stop trying to get us the impression we're going to do something knowing we ain't going to do nothing.
Islam.
That's right.
Oh, sister, you know where the ethers move. No, you need to move.
That's right.
Bringing sisters in the temple for a romance. That's my Mobites. Ain't none of your Mobites. Just met the sister at the gas station.
Right.
See that?
That's my princess. You just met the sister last night.
Right. Right.
I said the princess. Where's the kingdom? I just think we got to come out of these cartoon demonstrations we did and love a sister, and the sister got to love a brother. That's right. Because all our Mobile sisters are beautiful.
Islam.
Every one I done met in my life that's a Moorish American, I don't care if I don't agree with them. Every one of them sisters that's strong, they say they Moorish American,
Islam.
it's the most beautiful person you can ever imagine. You might not like their ways, you might like, but you can't go outside the prophet.
That's right.
Islam.
Somebody may hurt you, then we gotta go do something. You know, you don't put your hands on our people.
That's right.
So why would you put us in danger?
Right.
He smacked you because he ain't got the Constitution.
That's
He
it.
ain't got the lesson on don't let them incite thee, live with our hands to ask nobody's life.
That's right.
Then you come in here with a swole eye. Who did that to you, sister? Well, over here, we ain't those Moors that prey on stuff like that. We get in cars.
That's it. Islam.
I just want you to let you know. You put your hands on one of our sisters, we're getting cars. So you're putting us in a deficit when you do that. And I'm putting you in a deficit if I did that. So that's my spiel on dating outside the organization.
Islam.
Islam?
Islam.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we're Moorish American, and even the Christians say. The Christian got a saying said, you got to be equally yoked.
Yeah.
Islam.
They say equally. Prophet said give her 2 apples, right? Somebody tell me what them 2 apples is. You've been taking it to the show, popcorn, rings, diamonds, and you still ain't right. You done bought shoes, coat, houses, you paid light gas, you gave, ain't no apples in the barrel. What's the 2 apples? I'm waiting on you, Mark, to tell me, because the prophet should give him 2 apples.
Yes, sir. Your Quran and your one-on-one.
That's all you got coming. The Quran and the one-on-ones.
Islam.
And in both of them is a bunch of seeds. And they must be deeply planted in the soul of your soul. That they might unfold as the bud and fold the shoulder flower. Man grow like plant grow. And I say man, you got a W-O. And I'm talking about whoa man too. Islam?
Islam.
So it's always a blessing, man, to demonstrate these lessons. I ain't through. I want you, this is the reason I stopped, because there are some things in here, you know what I'm saying, that I'm really studying, and I'm a practitioner. Islam. More science, and I look to go deeper into these lessons, because these things perfect me.
Islam.
And I'm going to tell you something. There's nothing you cannot ask Allah for.
Islam.
You know why? Because He in you.
Islam.
Why ask yourself for something that you ain't gonna do? It's ridiculous. You looking for some spookies.
Man.
Oh Allah, I just need a loaf of bread. Go across the street. Well, get on the phone.
Right.
In thy hands is a miracle.
Islam.
Oh Allah, stop. We know what you're doing, more. You're industrious.
Islam.
And the more industrious both ways. Y'all see that? More shoe shine stain.
I'm right. I'm right.
Circle 7 shoe shine.
Islam.
Boy, we gonna do it.
Islam.
And we ain't doing it to be vain, to make any of our Moorish brothers and sisters look bad. We actually doing it to motivate you.
That's right.
But we finna have some business.
Islam.
Hey, we about some work now, man. We know about the planes of souls, about the east of the spirit plane, but we on the planes of manifest. And there's a such thing called earthly salvation.
That's right.
Islam? And it takes fiat, finance to uplift the nation.
It does.
You got to dig in. Okay? Well, look, we got to start having the best in Moorish Americans. Man love to follow. We got to give him something to follow, Mo.
No.
Islam.
He loves to follow. We got to give him, we can't just keep talking, Mo. We got to get some substance to the ether plane. Ooh, I get fired up.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? But I love you, Moors. You got to learn, Mo. You got to study. One-on-ones. From who made you to 7 days in a year. The Elohims, Mo. We talked about, many of y'all wasn't here, we talked about the cherubim and the seraphim. We talked about having a relationship with those guardian angels who protects us when we're righteous, when we're on a sure path. Islam? We need to have a relationship with those angels, because them angels are within us. Islam? But they can't protect you when you dumb, blind, stupid, and unaware. They can't protect you when you on knock. Then you try to mix the prophet, demonstrate what's a falsehood. All you doing is sit around people talking about people. Mo, you talking about somebody too much. Wait, Mo. You keep talking about this person and saying they ain't right. You ain't right.
That's it.
Because you haven't stepped out once to be of some servant to the wrong and the incorrectness in that individual. And we have a holy covenant of the Asiatic nations.
Right.
If our brothers in diversity, we assist them.